It's August 3rd, 2025, and this is the power rankings for New Zealand provincial. Now, I had this team at the wrong spot, but counties, Manukau, they're at the bottom. Wins and losses don't matter to me as much as playing style and all that, but when we're halfway through the season, this weekend starts week 6. It's a 10-week season. So, when you're halfway through the season and you don't have a win, you have to be at the bottom. I really can't put you anywhere else. There's no chance of them winning the whole thing. I'm hoping that they win a game. I'm not going to go over schedules in this, because I'm going to be doing halfway videos for each team in, New Zealand provincial. I still need to do stuff for Curry Cup 2, but that is going to happen. But with this, like I said, there's not much you can say about them. They're just bad this year. Everyone has their number. Auckland is at 13. They were at 14. They're just as bad. Like Waikato at 12. Yeah. From a casual viewer and all that, and even me, week to week, I catch every game I possibly can, right? So that means I'm watching 7 games for this, 4 games for the other, whatever women's games come up. If there's international, I catch that too, and that's over a 3-day span, mainly a 1-day span, to be honest with you. So, with that, it can make it hard for me to remember who won what week and all that, but I can see style play and I can remember style play, and they don't have one that puts anyone really on notice. Sure, they can beat counties, they can beat Auckland. Who hasn't? That's not really bragging right. Right now, being at number 12, that may as well put you right at the bottom. And I hate saying it, but it's the truth. That's how one-sided it is. North Harbour. They could finish stronger than what people think. But I think, honestly, for them, they're going to be staying exactly where they're at for the most part. I don't see a lot of movement. I've said that about other teams, and they've had to move them. But we're at the halfway point. What I've noticed in seasons is some teams can get it together for the last part of the season, but usually not. If you're on a downward spiral and all that, unless you make a lot of player changes and all that, everyone has your number, and it's pretty much done. And you start looking forward to the next season, right? And it sucks to say, but that's the truth. Alright, so counties, Auckland, Waikato, North Harbour, that's 14 through 11. Bay of Plenty. Bay of Plenty fooled people, probably have fooled me, I know that, first game. I was a fan of theirs. Right? First game. And I held on to that because I was excited. I thought it was the kind of play that I liked, the kind of thing I want to see. They won the game with a drop goal. It was awesome. I was cheering my ass off. Now they're just rough to watch. Not understand love-hate things with teams. But when the strengths your team has, you don't use, and they don't use enough of their kicking or the chase, they rely on a tougher style of rugby that they can't really pull off. I can't call them one of my teams anymore, man. And it sucks. I had high hopes, and anyone that's watched this competition longer than I have, which is pretty much anybody because this is my first year, yeah. So, Hawke's Bay at number 9. Nothing special. They're alright. They're going to beat some teams for sure, but like I said, I'm not going to go over the rest of their schedule. I'll do that in another video. So, Wellington, they look stronger than what they are. I have them at 8. I like Wellington. I definitely catch myself rooting for Wellington. And the team above them, I'm going to let you know flat out. It's a team that I am rooting against now. There's not many of them, but and I know Southland fans are going to be mad. I actively dislike Southland. I dislike their style of play because they have been winning. All right, I will give you that. They have been winning games, but the way they do it, the way I see it right now is you have to have a style of play that can beat the top teams. And I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. They can't beat Auckland. But I don't see it happening. Auckland, looks like the world beater, and that's the way you want to play as a team that can beat the top team. Southland, they put it all out in the first half, right? As far as defense goes, and they try to beat you down, common style. Then they try to, catch up in the end. But there's teams that can put big gaps, score-wise. So then you're trying to play catch-up. They decide to go on the defense. Then what you gonna do? Then they don't have to worry about scoring anymore, just keeping you from doing it to win. You see what I mean? Like, I have them at 7 because you don't know which way they're gonna go, but their style of play, that risky style, could do really well. But honestly, they're aggravating the shit. Manawatu, solid team. Couldn't think of anywhere else to put them on the board. I think that given the right circumstances and all that, they could definitely beat Southland. I know that they could beat counties, Auckland, Waikato, North Harbor. I forget if they were already playing, but these are games I could see them winning. You know what I'm saying? Without too much of a problem. And the power rankings are their power right now. It's not necessarily their power going forward because like I said, that might happen in a different video. But with this one, really what it is just what team looks strong. What teams look strongest, what have a solid type of play. And the only times win and losses really matter, this is how I do it. If a team should win, everyone thinks should win, and they lose, then that's going to affect them. You know what I'm saying? Let's put it this way. If somebody right now lost to counties, that would affect them greatly. Same thing with Auckland. It would affect them greatly. There's something off that power's not right for right now. Might mean an injury, might mean a lot of things, right? Alright, so Northland 5. Yeah. They grind you down. They do it all game. And it's not like they're a first half or second half team. They play the whole game like that. They do not stop. They do not let up. And if you don't like it, they're going to play that way anyway. So they dictate how the game's played. And that's number 5. That's our number 5 players. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Otago. Good team, strong team. Honestly, I was surprised. I wasn't expecting them to do as well as they are. And that's not because I dislike them. It's not because I dislike their style of play or anything else. It's just for some reason I didn't think that they were going to be as good as what they are. Now, I never went against them, but it surprised me. Like I said, first season watching this particular competition. So, Taranaki. There's no way that they aren't in the top 3. They're number 3. You know what I mean? People can try to put more about how else they want, but it's just not going to work out too well for them. I know they're third place team. There's no way that they're not a third place team. They're strong. They're good. They know what it takes to win. They're cohesive. They're number 3 all fucking day long. Number 2, Tasman. 1 loss all season. like I said, wins and losses usually don't matter. But when you have one all season, that I remember, right? That really puts you ahead of the curve. And the only way team gets higher up than them is if they happen to be Canterbury. Because Canterbury right now looks like they're going to win it. Looks like it's not even close. Looks like the only other team that might have a chance is Tasman. That's it. Like, by far. Could another team take it? Yes, absolutely. Could injury happen? Yes. Could that change everything? Absolutely. Is it going to? I don't think so. I just think that they're too good. They have too deep of a bench.